This might come as a shock to a lot of you because not a lot of people realize that manifestation and prayer are the exact same thing. And there's a really powerful way to do it that you can actually get the things you are praying for or manifesting. And it's something I'm going to take you through in this video because I'm going to show you how to draw the line between them, how you can shift the way you pray or manifest and amplify it. That's point number 5 I'm going to take you through to really get the things that you've been asking for. Because the truth is, everything is obtainable. It's all accessible, and we are our only obstacle to get over to start manifesting or to have your prayers answered. Now, I know that there's a great division here. There are a lot of people who think that spirituality and religion are the same and they sort of turn a blind eye to it. And then there are a lot of people who think that spirituality and religion are opposite, that religion and spirituality aren't the same thing. Now, whichever side of the fence you sort of lean towards, it's irrelevant. What I do on this channel is take these concepts from places like the Bible, from spiritual experience that I've had, from my awakening, and I turn it into practical things so that you can apply it to manifest your dream life. I make it make sense. So if you don't want to miss out on videos where you can actually start changing your life using spirituality as a whole, make sure to subscribe to this channel and turn your notifications on so that you don't miss another upload. So let's start off with what I'm going to be doing in this video so that you can see how you can shift your entire life by manifesting or by having your prayers finally answered. Point number 1 is that you are worthy. You are worthy of it. You've always been worthy. That has never changed. We're going to get into detail about that. Point number 2 is that the things you want and the experiences you are praying for are already yours. You just need to know where they are yours within your experience so you can turn your focus to that, because that's actually what manifests things. And number 3 is how to pray. So how you actually shift the way you ask for things, there's a key word there, that will bring about the experiences you want to have. Number 4 is the difference between manifesting and prayer, just to help it make sense, because although they are the same thing, there's a certain perspective shift that needs to happen so you can see them as the same thing. So that's what I'm going to take you through in point number 4. And finally, I'm going to show you how to amplify your prayer and manifestation so it comes faster, so you get to experience it now. Now, if this is all exciting to you and you really do want to learn how to do this and this is resonating with you, make sure to hit that like button. Let me know how many of you are actually interested in learning these things and if this is truly important in your life. And the way you're going to do that is by hitting that like button. I can't wait to see how many of you are intrigued by this idea. Firstly, you are worthy. What is the relevance in mentioning your worth? Because a lot of the time, the biggest block between us having what we want and not having it is our sense of self-worth. Now, you got to think about this for a second. If you believe in a higher power, whether that be God, the universe, whatever you want to call the higher power, the one consciousness that exists in all of us, that's our direct line to this power, this deity, this God. Why would we exist here if not of full worth? Like, why would we be here? Why would you exist and have the ability to experience things if you're not worthy of all there is to experience? So your worth is inherently already yours. It's your property. And with that said, you got to understand how to identify with it, because the problem is we put too much value on the world. What I mean by that is in people, places, and things. We say that this world is what I really want. So I want that nice car. I want this relationship. I want, and you can ... fill in the blanks. And what that shows is a miscalculation on where things truly exist. Now, I'm going to give you a way to understand this quite nicely. When we look at reality, what is actually real and what is false, we might say, well, if I can see it and touch it, I believe it's real. But let's expand on that a little bit more. What if something were temporary? And I mean really temporary. How would you then define its reality? So I'm going to give you an example. Put your hand out and magically this scale model of the house you're going to have one day pops into your hand. It's physically there, you see it and you touch it and instantly disappears. Are you going to think that that model is or was real? Because if it was, where is it? Where's it gone? You might have all of these questions. So if you're the one saying, yes, it is real, of course, I saw it and I touched it, but it's gone, you have no way to prove it was there. And if you're going, no, but it's not real, then maybe your sense of reality is in something's permanence. So if we take a look at something beyond natural, tangible level because everything changes. Think about it. We can turn certain rocks into poles. They become metallic things. They've changed. They're not really the identity of the rock anymore. They're now something else. So we need to look at things this way too. And this is where I'm coming into it's actually yours. Point number 2 is the things that you want are with you in their most real form. And that is in emotion and frequency. Now, energy in itself, that's the better way to put it. It's in energy. That energy belongs to you. How do you first identify the energy? Through your emotions. Your emotions are a full spectrum that you can experience. Every single one of us experience a plethora of emotions. That is energy and frequency before it becomes an actual tangible thing. So if someone is a kind person, the frequency exists there first and then they do kind action. It's brought into the natural, visible world. But you wouldn't be able to identify kindness unless you saw kindness. So this is where we want to go and shift our understanding in how things actually exist. The things that are real exist in frequency first, in thought, in feeling. So the thing you want is in your own mind. The way that you see it is inside of you, not out here. It's never really been out here that way. And I'll give you a clear way to see this. How many times have you gotten things you said would make you happy? You got them and you're still not fulfilled. You said, all I want is just the new cell phone and I promise I will be happy for the rest of my life. You get it and it's cool for the first few days, but you're not happy for eternity. So the idea that you have is always far more valuable because it convinces you that you'll be complete and whole and fulfilled. So it's far more valuable within you than it is in this natural world. And that's how you can assess something's reality, through its value to you. Now, if it's more valuable in here, what's the point in even assigning value in this earth? Because on this earth, it can be destroyed, it can be hurt, it can be taken from you, it's temporary. So to place your value in the world is the wrong thing to do for you to pray and manifest and get the things you actually want. So the best version of it already exists within you in your imaginative kind of creation. That's where it truly exists. And that's what's going to bring it about. Now, if we hold on to that shifts some things. Then it becomes ours and becomes our identity, and those things are harder to take away from us. And that leads me to how we pray. Because we sit there going, oh God, please, may I have. Or we say, universe, please bring me. Or whatever you want to call it. One consciousness. If you're asking and going, I want, I need, I wish I had. If that's your energy towards it, that energy, that frequency, that's what is truly there. I want, I wish. That is the frequency that you are actually calling upon. So then the universe will give you more things that you want and wish for but do not have. If you are in the energy of having, that is the shift. So instead of praying going, please God, please universe, please whatever can I have, it's going, thank you for. That energy of thank you for confirms point number 1, which is you are worthy. And number 2, realizing that it's truth in terms of existence is the feeling, it's the energy and thought within you. Then when you go thank you for it, you're saying thank you for letting me have this. That is what calls upon the things in this world. And I'm going to put it on the screen right now, the verse that I'm referring to, because I don't remember it word for word or verbatim, but you'll see it on the screen. And this was in the Bible. This is in the Bible. We must pray as though we have received. So to onboard the feeling of I have is telling the universe, God, whatever you believe in, what to bring you. And you might think, well, why does it work that way? Because we can lie with our mouths. We can lie with this earth. We can be dishonest. We can be inauthentic. But your emotions, you cannot be inauthentic. If something has hurt you, you can put a smile on this earth and pretend nothing happens. But if it's hurt you, it hurt you. You feel hurt. So that is your authentic identity. It's the most authentic way to assess you is by seeing what that frequency is. So that's what's going to manifest. That's what's going to call upon the new experience, because you're saying, this is me. And then the universe says, sure, this is what it looks like from my angle. And God's angle, the universe's angle, is always far better than ours. I've been in my relationship feeling like deflated. I've been with this person for 9 years and I've been feeling so deflated. And eventually I decided I don't want to feel that way anymore. I want to feel empowered by it, and I want to feel elated, these high, awesome experiences in my relationship. And so I tried to create that in my relationship. So did my partner. Her and I spoke about this like in a lot of detail for months. And we came to the point and realized that it's not going to work. This was a few days ago. I'm recording this literally like 3 days after my breakup. It wasn't ugly, it wasn't nasty, and it feels like something's been taken. But when you look at it through this lens, that feeling is what I was after. Now I can embody that. I can feel a sense of empowerment from that, because I've said that's what I want from a relationship. So the relationship that didn't have that frequency has been moved, and the next version of that will come at the right time. But I focus on the feeling. So what is manifesting and what is prayer? Manifesting is just the act of receiving the prayer. But the way in which we do it is by embodying the feeling. So you can right now embody the feeling of what you think it would be like to have the things you want. Let go of the earthly experience, because you're so worthy you can have it in here where it's untaintable, unbreakable. This is where it truly exists, in frequency, in truth, in energy that is not able to lie. So you can have it already. And that's the difference. That's point number 4, by the way. The difference between manifesting and praying is praying has this it's been taught to us as a thing we ask for. But manifesting is said in a nice way in spirituality, it's getting a reflection of you. By the way, that's how the universe gives you things. It gives you a reflection of that energetic state of self. So if that is stress, well, it's going to give you more things to stress you out. If you are feeling a lack of self-worth, it's going to put people, places, and things around you to confirm that belief about yourself. That energy is going to be shown to you all around you. That's your reflection. And it's actually such a perfect structure if you think about it, because it puts all of the accountability in your own hands. You have the power to change it just by shifting in what and who you are. And that leads me to point number 5, which a lot of you have been waiting for. How do we amplify this? How do we take it to the next level so that we can have what we want? It's by surrendering the part of us that wants it in this natural world. Funny enough, as soon as you let go of chasing it here, it comes to you. Think about it this way. What you chase runs. If you go out into the wild, okay? If the lion's chilling, the gazelle does nothing. Okay, we say buck here in South Africa, so I might just say buck. But if the lion is chilling, the buck don't move. But as soon as the lion starts chasing, they run away. So if our frequency isn't to serve our authenticity and our center point, meaning if we don't put our energy inward into ourselves and we chase things, we start to distort that, and it pushes the energy away. So it pushes the things we actually want away if we want them so intensely. To recognize that it's all within us already and let go of the natural outcome is how we amplify and speed up the things we are praying for and the things we are manifesting. Guys, if you have any thoughts, leave them in the comment section below. I respond to each and every comment, so I would love to have a chat with every single one of you. I'd love to talk about this and hear your thoughts, hear your questions, hear your perspectives. And I hope I see your names pop up in the comment section. I also hope I see them pop up on my subscribers list and on my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Mad love and light.